Now, the White House is poised to release more details on its artificial intelligence strategy. Back in January, President Trump ordered an AI action plan to be released by today. And Trump is set to speak at an AI summit in Washington at an event called Winning the AI Race. It's being hosted by the All In podcast, which his AI and crypto czar David Sachs co-hosts. Ian Krietzberg is here. He is the newly appointed AI correspondent for Puck News and can tell us what to expect and what to look out for. Congratulations, by the way, Ian.
Thank you.
Fancy new job. I'm glad that you have that, taking all your insight to the Puck newsletters. So which nation leads the way in AI? Is it the U.S.? Is it China? And how can the U.S. really do something to get to the forefront?
This is a very good question. And it's kind of interesting because it's very unclear. There's a lot in this industry that's very vague and hard to kind of determine. And so you have benchmarks, which has been the leading way that the industry has determined the capability of the models that we're talking about. The problem is there's increasing studies and research that these benchmarks don't really equate to real-world performance. And so as it comes to benchmarks, it seems like there's about parity in terms of model capability. So models made by Chinese developers are about as capable as models made by Western developers. In terms of who's ahead in this race, there's a lot of terms and definitions in this field that are not well defined. And when we talk about the race and winning the race, it's unclear what people are kind of referring to there.
Right. And each side wants to make it seem as if they are winning the race. I want to ask you about what Trump is saying, which is that he wants to loosen regulations around AI. What does that mean, and is that a good thing?
I would say it's not a good thing.
Okay.
But yes, he wants to loosen regulations. That's been his standpoint kind of from the minute he stepped in. One of the first things he did was rescind Biden's executive order on AI, which was all about kind of balancing safety and civil rights with pushing innovation in the field. Trump comes in and he launches an executive order about kind of removing barriers to American leadership in AI. So there's immediately a language shift. And the meat of that executive order, which came out in January, was calling for this action plan that is supposed to come out today. Based on kind of early previews and drafts that are going around of what this action plan might look like, deregulation is definitely seems to be a core of it. And the way that it'll shake out looks like it's going to be in a couple of different categories. One of them is a streamlining of permitting for data centers. So all these AI models need these massive, really deeply energy-hungry data centers to run. And the AI companies want more of them, and they want them faster. And so there's an expectation that we'll see an easing of the permitting process so they can get those data centers going. And with that, there's a kind of a general rule of thumb of we're going to pull back on regulation. Tied to that component of this, one of these pillars, is an expectation that we might see a prohibition of federal AI funding to states that have overly restrictive AI policy.
We're just out of time, but that's really important for us to watch closely, and I want to encourage viewers to search for your work online. Not the AI summary, read the articles. Ian Krietzberg, thanks so much for coming.